Good man.
How's it going?
Alive. Please do your intros.
G'day everyone. Bloody Gency ball basher, sex craze masher here. You say we're here doing a stream here on YouTube. Very unprofessional because Jared forgot.
That Sam the fucking AIDS. Gency's microphone is fucking AIDS.
I hope mine's not too bad.
No, I'm joking.
Mine's pretty terrible as well.
If you want, Gency, if you want to get, oh, sorry, go on. Fuck. You want to say anything, Sam?
Yeah, how's it going? Sam's Movies here. Very, very small YouTuber. Coming over here to hang out with these guys. Two pretty cool dudes.
Yeah, thanks.
And,
Please check this this great.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah. All right, Sam, Gency, fuck, I'm so sorry. You're both named Sam, and it's really hard. Gency.
Well, originally I was meant to be called Jordan, but my mum changed it. It's like, oh yeah, you'll call him Sam.
Yeah. If you want to say anything, Gency, go ahead.
I've been, because we were very we had this all planned out for a week, and then Jared forgets. But you know, I messaged him about it and all that, and that's how he got it all going. But today I had a friend over here, and we went out to this market at Enfield, secondhand market, and I ended up buying a whole bunch of crap, like a whole bunch of stuff, including some lost media.
whoa.
Well, first off, let's go through the tapes themselves. This is something, well, the story behind it is there was a market with a whole bunch of things, variety of different media, CDs, and all that sort of stuff. And we looked at all the VHS tapes before we got them all, and then all of a sudden, underneath a bunch of CDs, we discovered that they had lined the whole box full of VHS tapes where no one would see them under some CDs.
Oh, so, cool.
So me and my mate, we were pulling them all out, and we ended up finding this rare collector's item. The Boffins Volume 2 Upwards and Downwards are now now Elephant Memory would know what this is. Obviously, the show about the hairy mutants that live under your kitchen that probably want to try and kill you if you had got any intelligent about science, I guess.
What the hell?
It's maybe the same people who make Johnson and Friends.
Oh my gosh, that's gold right there. That is pure gold.
Yeah.
It's sad. Elephant Memory told me that this show had 13 episodes. It was made in 1994, but the problem was ABC didn't like this, so they never aired it on TV and just dumped it on home video.
Oh my gosh.
And these tapes range from about $20 to $30 in value.
Oh, that's a relic right there. That's really cool.
Because as it says here on the back, due to censorship reasons, not available in all states. And this is an ex-rental, apparently. I had to do some cleaning up on this, but yeah, I got this for $2. And then this is all the lost media here. These are all audio cassettes that have been recorded on. And we'll start off with the simple stuff. So these three Hitachis, they make vibrators. But they also make other stuff. But everyone's like, vibrators. And they're like, well, you do realize they made other stuff.
They make vibrators. Oh my god.
These are all recordings of
they really need to contact me.
Roaring HD radio show on Triple J during the 90s. And someone recorded a whole bunch of them. So that's pretty cool. But we also have here, I love picking up cringy Christian crap because I like wincing. So this is something that was made at Salvation Army Norwood. And what struck me about this was it's called The Testimony of Helen Shapiro. And if you don't know who that is, when I saw that, my eyes automatically lit up because I knew who this was. This was a early 60s British pop singer. When she started recording in the recording industry, she was only 14 years old, and she had her first #1 at that age with Walking Back to Happiness. And she was on all the early British rock and roll films, pre Beatles. And she even headlined for the Beatles, and eventually she was pushed off during the tour. She was pushed off the #1 part of the chart, and the Beatles went up to #1 because they just had "Please, Please Be" at that time. But her career dwindled after that, and eventually she became a Christian. But this is some testimony thing, some speech she did at a church or something. I don't know where you can find this, but I probably think it's lost. There's no copies available to listen to online.
So rare. That'd be very, very rare.
Yeah. Helen Shapiro is pretty good artist. I've listened to a lot of their stuff.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And then this is probably the coolest of them all. I went and did a search for this earlier on, and there's only one clip from this entire thing. And sadly, there's no picture. This is audio only. I don't even know how it got to Australia. I don't even know myself. But this is a Sony 1-hour audio cassette. And no joke, someone has put the microphone up to the speaker on their television set and managed to record an entire episode of Top of the Pops from the 24th of January, 1983.
Oh, with Jimmy Savile, if I'm correct.
I don't think Jimmy Savile's on this episode because don't you forget they had different people on hosting duties. But when I bought this, I didn't have any resources, so I was just praying that Jimmy Savile wasn't on hosting duties that day.
Oh, I wish. Then we could have seen him touching some cancer children.
Well, I doubt it's an audio cassette, but we could probably hear the cracking of his lips or something, or some shit like that.
Right. All right. Sam, Gency, you got any questions to ask Sam's movies?
Yeah. Got a couple of questions. One, did you see the latest Rick and Morty with Pickle Rick?
Oh, it was so good. It's just a great episode. The extreme violence with the rats is just so well done.
Great episode.
Yeah, I was watching it as well. I also watched Rick Betsy the Stone. I love that. The whole Mad Max aspect of it. And just the absurdity that Beth obviously knows that that Rick is diverting her with all these robots. But she's none the wiser and just goes along with it anyway.
My favorite one is M. Night Shyamalan's. I don't think that'll always probably be my favorite one because it's just the trolling at the end of that episode. I don't want to give it away for anyone who might be watching who haven't seen it, but it's just such a great episode, such a great end of the episode. Rick Mancing the Stone, so good.
I was wondering, do you watch The Amazing World of Gumball? That's my favorite Cartoon Network show of all time.
I've heard of it. I've seen a couple of shorts for it. I haven't seen it. I probably should start watching it. I've heard that it's really good though.
Yeah, I was one of the earliest fans. I joined halfway through the middle of season 2. This is where we're talking 2013 here.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a cult sort of based thing. It's not as big as say Steven Universe's fandom, but it's beautifully written. I mean, not just the jokes are perfectly written, but you can get heavily invested in the characters. I am heavily invested in Nicole and Anais' character. And, I've tried to collect as much as I can in terms of merchandise from overseas. I watch every episode several times.
Wow.
They're going to be showing new episodes as of next month, which I'm really excited for. And I was just talking to my parents. My parents are thinking of going on a holiday to Europe, and I'm going to try and get in contact with Studio SOI because I've heard that many Cartoon Network studios have done tours of to certain people of the public of their studios. I'd love to go on a tour of their studio to see how they produce it because this will probably be my only chance because next year they're going to be wrapping up production on the show. It will be the final episode will go to end at the end of the year, I probably think, of next year.
Sorry, I'm just fixing.
Nah, it's fine, man.
There we go. That's better. Yeah, one of my favorite YouTubers, Rebel Taxi. He does so much animation stuff. You heard of Rebel Taxi?
Oh hell yeah! I love Rebel Taxi.
Rebel Taxi. I think you mentioned that a few times, but no, I should definitely check it out. I don't watch as many animated shows as I do live action though.
Yeah, I watch live action stuff and animated stuff. I'm kind of balanced, but
yeah.
with what I love some of your Lost Media specials, particularly the one on Australia's Naughtiest Home Video Show.
Oh my gosh, let me tell you. Oh, I was about 9 years old, and they re-aired the whole episode, and it came on, and I knew a bit about it from YouTube, watching the clips, and I couldn't believe that they actually aired it because I was obsessed with looking at those shows that, you know, were cancelled or were taken off live in broadcast, and I was just like, what the hell am I watching? And I told my mum it was on. She saw the original. My mum saw the original broadcast in 1992 and watched it get taken off air. Yeah. And it's so obscene. It would have been so much more obscene back then, but now because of the internet, it's just like, what the hell is that? Like,
yeah, with Doug Mulray, it's very interesting with his career. Like, originally prior to the show, he was known as the king of Sydney breakfast radio. But what happened was he was. You know, he wanted to have a stab at TV, and this was the disaster that happened. Oh. And, you know, he's forever known in this history, not for his humor that made him popular on Triple M, but now he's just known as the guy that got kicked off. But you look after his career, after Australia's Naughty Show video show, he did a show called Mulray, which I just found the first 10 minutes of. And,
yeah, I've seen bits of that.
And the one I recently found was apparently parts of an interview he did with fucking pedophile Roll Paris.
Oh.
And God, and yeah, it's another thing I wanted to bring into the guild was with the actual broadcast, people are obsessed about trying to find the original broadcast.
Yeah.
Because the clips you saw online, I reckon there's a full version that guy had, but he's kind of like the Socks the Cat sort of kind of guy where he didn't release the full thing.
See, I still don't know where they cut it. I don't know if the clips on YouTube are edited a little bit or if it actually was cut. Was it cut? You might know this better than me. Was it cut when they went to commercial break? And then, or was it?
What happened was that it went from the show, went to a commercial break. There was a promo that was supposed to flash up. That appeared for like 1 split second, and then it cut straight to the station ID and had the announcer come over in. So that's how it worked out. In that I probably think, when Kerry Packer told them, they were like, okay, we'll cut straight when we go to commercial break.
Yeah, and cut to a rerun of Cheers.
But the thing about it, since there's one person has a copy of it and no other copies have come forward of the original broadcast, it's still kind of lost technically. So because we want to see what actually happened that night. But the thing about it is it's so technically weird because it was aired in both Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane, and it was all cut at the same time, halfway through the middle. But it's very unclear. Adelaide does not know what happened when it got to Adelaide's NWS9 studios. I worked on a 4-week work experience for Channel 9. I'm trying to find someone who's a technician that night in the control room whose job was to feed the program from Eastern States. I'd love to know what happened, but I do know that Perth never got it. Because they were 2 hours behind, they never got the show. Yeah.
They contacted all the others. What I'm really interested in is with when the re-airing, the one bit I failed to mention in my Lost Media special was the portion like making fun of fat kids. That's lost. They didn't re-air that in the re-airing in 2008. That one's actually legitimately lost, and it's somewhere in the Channel 9 archives in Melbourne or Sydney. I mean, there's not really much point of finding it, but it'll probably surface someday.
That would be
the only part that's still lost. Yeah,
there's certain things that I would love to find that are just completely lost. You can't find any record of it. But certain things is like Watch This Space. Have you heard of that one?
No. Oh, I vaguely might have heard of it, but I don't know enough about it.
Well, the story behind that is it was a sitcom written by Mike Mean. And it was written as a children's sitcom in 1982 for the ABC. It was the series starred Paul Chubb, who's since passed away in 2002. He was a lot of stuff, a lot of adult movies and a lot of Australian films and movies. He was in Mr. Swiggle. He was in The New Adventures of Blinky Bill. He was even in an episode of Round the Twist where he played Santa Claus. Where just gonna stop. what happened with that is they made the show, only the first 4 minutes of an episode have been found at the end of a Betamax tape. Nothing else has actually been found. The last time it was seen on television was in 1989.
Yeah, those niche. It's so cool. Those niche shows that just obviously still lost, and you're never probably gonna. Not enough people know about them to care to try and find it, and it's a shame. You can lose so much stuff over the years. I mean, I think I mentioned on a Lost Media special last year, the movie Metropolis, before it even became, well, it was pretty well known when it came out, but they lost so much of that movie, and they found
it took 80-something years to like find it, and then they finally found it in like I think it was a France like film department or something like that.
Yeah, bits were found in a garbage bin at one point. It's just crazy. Like,
yeah, that's similar to what happened with the story of the Kelly Gang in 1906. That film, it was found at a garbage dump in like the 70s or something.
Oh, that's the first movie, right?
The first Australian film that was ever made, the full-length feature film. But also, do you know much about Oswald the Lucky Rabbit?
No clue. So,
like Disney's first character.
Stuff.
Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. There's so many lost Oswald cartoons that just don't exist. I'd like to also mention a while back I was going on Skype and I was scrolling through search bars, and I ended up making a friend request with a certain person that you might be interested in talking to in the future if I can get back to it. I managed to talk for about 42 minutes in the middle of a Thursday afternoon to Friendly Jordan. Sorry. Blame it on. Blame it on.
Yeah, blame it on the what the fuck? Oh shit.
I managed to talk to Blame It on Jory for 42 minutes on Skype one time.
Blame it on George, the guy.
Yeah.
The guy who plays like creepy pastas and stuff.
Yeah, I'm good friends with. I actually have talked to him all the time. Blame it on George. Yeah.
I have never. Like, out of anyone in that type of community, the only person I've really talked to was one of the guys on Rebel Taxi's podcast or whatever.
Yeah. Well, Blame It on George started his Facebook page, and he didn't advertise it anywhere. And I found it had about 30 likes, and now it has like 15,000 or 30,000 likes. And I thought I may as well message him and see if he'll reply. And he replied. This is a couple of years ago, and he replied. And then I just got into chats with him. And they were just like paragraph messages back and forth. Like, he really didn't reply that regularly, but he replied to all my messages. He's a really nice guy.
I talked to him via video call, and he actually talked via voice.
Oh wow!
On voice.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, he's a really nice guy. He's great. He makes some great videos. I don't know, his newer videos, I feel like. His older videos were, I don't want to say better, but were a lot different to watch. Now the content's changed a bit, but it's still good viewing. It's really good.
With his stuff, I actually was helping him do some research on an Aussie, because he wanted to do an Aussie weird thing about Aussie television.
Yeah. Wasn't that the one where Mr. Squiggle looked like fucked up and all that?
Yeah, he got such good response from it. He wants to do a follow-up.
Wow,
there's a whole thing on it, and the one he was very interested in was Adventure Island. From the late 60s, early 70s on ABC.
I can't remember. I've heard of that before. I should definitely.
You can watch one of the other episodes where Sam spent like about 30 minutes talking about it.
Because
I want to ask. Sorry. Go on.
You can go on, Jared.
All right, I got only 3 questions. Why did you start YouTube?
Okay, so it was basically I watched a lot of a YouTube channel was really little known called Shitcase Cinema, and he made these reviews of horror movies, and I just constantly watched all of his horror movie reviews. And he made it on no budget. He had no followers, with really crappy cameras and microphones. And yet his personality and the reviews were just so entertaining to watch. And he still makes reviews, and it inspired me so much. And then I watched a lot of Nostalgia Critic, watched so many Nostalgia Critic reviews, and then it was just like a year and a half because I was originally doing shows on public access television, originally making pilots for Channel 31 Melbourne.
Yeah.
And it's such an annoying process to try and get a show on Channel 31. I mean, I was so much younger, and it was just so bloody hard to do it. So I just gave up and was like, okay, well, they're shutting down Channel 31. I just thought they're shutting down Channel 31. I may as well just go straight to YouTube. And then I just started off with movie reviews for a year, and then kept on going with movie reviews. And then I decided just out of nowhere, I didn't even know it was like popular on YouTube to make lost media specials. And that's when it just kind of like my subscribers just went up a bit more. And now it's going well. I got to make a lot more for my subscribers to get more subscribers. Yeah. It's still very little known, but yeah, who knows where it could go someday.
If you think it's bad trying to get a show on Channel 31 Melbourne, imagine living in the 90s in Adelaide, trying to get a show on Ace TV student, Adelaide Community and Educational Television.
Ace TV. Oh my gosh, what a freaking joke! I watched that A Current Affair
Today Tonight.
Segment. The Current Affairs segment was it? Oh, Today Tonight. Sorry, Today Tonight segment on it, and it's just there was like this. It's this corrupt station where you had to pay money to get. You had to pay like this poor guy paid like $400 to get an episode on TV, which is completely under community television, obviously illegal. Yeah. And it was run by a convicted criminal or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just.
Yeah. I've heard about that.
There was this old guy who just was like shouting at the reporters throughout the whole thing. It's like they'd cut back to the old guy shouting, and then they'd go back to telling the story. And then the old guy would be like, "And you're not meant to be here in this building." It's just a clusterfuck of what the hell is this? How is this even a thing? Like, oh, it was just bizarre.
But it's very coddy even before they got the license. I was reading an article on this website who apparently a guy who had worked for a 3-week brief period for Life TV, which was on for 3 weeks in December of 1988. There was also, he worked on the second test transmission of SCAT, Student Community Access Television, because everyone was trying to bid for a license here in Adelaide. And they were doing some really good stuff. I mean, they were doing Exhibit A, which I have the intro for that. I also have on a DVD this beautiful thing where the Doug Effanil starts really great comedy duo, one of my great inspirations as a comedian. And they did a whole ad-libbed 11-minute comedy thing for their station. And what happened was, you know, it looked like they were going to get the license, people were watching. But what happened was, that Ace would bump them off in off times and try and put their programming on. Apparently, they were even broadcasting from a caravan in Mount Lofty, apparently, in some of these cases. As well, like the transmission towers are in Adelaide.
Such a shame.
And they rewarded it to Ace, and SCAT just disappeared. And I was trying to do some research on what happened to their archive because they were part of the Underdale College part of UniSA. I knew that they had done some broadcasting from the TAFE in Adelaide, and I went to their library. I said, "Oh, do you know if you know anything about the SCAT TV archive?" And I was like, "Well, Underdale College took most of the tapes back, and since then, Underdale College has gone under." And I was thinking to myself, "Well, what the hell happened to all the tapes?" And I'm thinking they're probably like similar to Bris 31 when they transferred their entire archive to a hard drive. Hard drive crashed in Brisbane, and they lost all their old footage. Same thing happened with SCAT. They dumped everything probably at the waste dump or something.
It's such a shame. TVS in Sydney completely cut off, didn't they? They're not even going online right now, aren't they?
No, they're not.
Oh, it's just. I mean, community television is like you get so much experience. Even if you're just a cameraman, even if you're just someone behind the scenes, it's just such good experience. And the fact that they're getting rid of it is.
I've had many friends that worked for community TV.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, so many great comedians, obviously Australian comedians, have got their start on community television, and in the US as well, US comedians started this. I mean, there's hundreds of community stations in the US. Yeah. But there's
Ace's Library's also dead as well. Ace's Library's also dead as well. But however, I've managed to find two very three important things: Speedway, some music show they did, Scala Live, and also a big chunk of their promos and all that leading into the station shutting off for the night, and also a station ID that was broadcasted after a Singapore parade that they were telecasting in the mid-90s.
Oh, wow.
And
I got another question I want to ask. Have you ever watched Bizarre? Nah, that one's a joke. You don't have to fucking answer that one. That one's oh god. No, but to be honest, do you think people like Jake Paul are making YouTubers like yourself uninspired to make content?
No, I wouldn't say uninspired. I'd say they over trafficking YouTube, if that's a way of describing it.
Oh god, yeah.
Just traffic, and YouTube are promoting the shit out of it because it's, I mean, younger kids, vulnerable kids love it. I mean, if I was 12, to go back when I was 12 years old and Jake Paul was a thing, I'd probably watch his channel. I mean, I used to watch the Fine Bros whenever they made a new.
Oh yeah, true.
I used to watch some cancerous channels.
Me too. I used to watch.
Let me guess, a dose of Fuzi. A dose of Fuzi.
Oh,
You know what I used to fucking watch that I hated? That I now look back and go, what the fuck was I thinking? Computer Nerd 01.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You know who, guys? You know who I used to watch back in the days? I know this is gonna sound gay, but I used to watch Rice Gum.
Oh, oh, no.
This is like.
Oh no, that's not so bad.
Like, this was when he was doing story time videos.
Yeah.
Like him and Leafy were like the two people I used to watch that used to do story time videos.
We all make mistakes with the kind of content we watch. No.
The problem is with like Rice Gum, his voice is too fucking monotone. That's another thing I heard.
It just, I mean, that's one of the things that turned me off at the start, just listening to his voice. And then once you get through his voice, you got to listen to the way he speaks and how,
we're going to be roasting kids. We're going to be roasting.
I don't even think you can.
Have you heard about that fake fucking Sideman drama with like KSI and all that shit?
No, I've
like,
heard,
with fucking
briefly heard of that. Yeah, I think, but I don't know anything about it.
Oh god, they're all fucking retards, man. All they're doing, they know that kids are gonna fuck. They know that people in the drama community are gonna get sucked in, so they're trying to fake drama to make drama. People believe it. It's quite fucking sad.
Don't come to shop.
Like Rice Gum's faking drama with what's his fucking
Sorry,
name?
my servant was coming in to collect my meal.
like the two.
No jokes.
The Polars or whatever their fucking names are. They're faking drama. The Sidemen and KSI are faking drama. All of them are faking fucking drama. It's quite sad.
It makes them money, and it gets them obviously a ton of views. And despite all this, I mean, the controversy just grows this channel. I mean, that's
like, you know what I hate with these cunts is that they use Vimo, like the fucking Vimo logo in their videos.
Well,
like,
you're not
for example, one of my favorites, I didn't hit her. Gabby showed this. Like, even though I hate Gabby Show, like, Gabby Show's a fucking idiot and she has stolen many fucking jokes off people. The fact that he took the phone off her was the
that one.
The chocolate one.
Yeah.
But you're gonna eat it inside that chocolate wrapper.
Okay.
There's so many of these like fuck retards who like fake the drama. Like, you know Keem's, right? Everyone's favorite character in Snow White. He's been getting heaps of fucking subs and views off that whole Jake Paul shit. Like, he's already got 2 million subs now. Again, he's gotten back like 2 million subs. Keemstar. Just from.
Sorry. Did he have 2 million subs
before? Now, yeah. Before the whole like Leafy thing, yeah, I think 3 million nearly.
Oh my god!
But then he started losing all the subs, and like he went to 1 million, and that's when Leafy decided as a fucking great idea because Keemstar was smaller than him. He would and pretty much Keemstar's growing the subs again from the Jake Paul videos. Like, he even got Jake Paul on Drama Alert, and like Jake Paul like got fucking triggered all because Keemstar sneezed during the interview. Yeah, it's funny. Watch it. It's like that's my favorite part in the videos when Keemstar sneezes and Jake Paul cracks the shits and wants to leave the interview.
Well, you know, there's a problem. I just thought I know that there's a problem when Rice Scum makes a diss track of the Jake Paul Everyday Bro.
Oh, when he makes fucking 8 videos on Logan Paul
or something, and
Jake
people think
Paul
it's actually
Jake Paul raped my Asian mother. This. They're all terrible, man. Like, have you seen that fucking video where Logan and Jake are in that fucking car department or whatever, and like Logan mentions Jake's Disney contract?
well,
That's so
anything featuring. Sorry.
Don't fucking cringe. Oh, it's something that Leafy should fucking make a video on. It's quite sad. I can even. It's sad enough. I can even do it like Logan. It's even fucking worse when I can mimic Logan doing it, like saying that. Oh. But at least he got it. He can't check that. Yeah.
That's okay. I think the best video ever mentioning Jake Paul or Logan Paul is H3H3's story about meeting Logan Paul in the podcast. That is one of the funniest things.
Wait, what? I think it was like he was at a party and like Logan like was about to punch him, but then like shit himself, sort of thing.
Oh yeah, he thought he was gonna punch him. He like pulled his arm back like this and then moved away.
They're both like, out of all of them. Even though I fucking hate Logan, I have talked to Logan on Skype. He is a nice guy when he wants to be, but they're both fucking douches in equal ways. Logan from like past experiences when he used to do fucking Vine compilations when he was on Vine. Remember Vine? Anyone remember Vine in the chat?
Sadly.
Gabby. Oh, God.
I don't even want to talk about Vine.
Oi, guys, a paranormal cunt's dragging me out of my bed. 2018. Gone sexual. Yeah. The only reason all these cunts like Jake Paul are on YouTube is because they went like from Vine, basically. When Vine fucking like shut down, all those YouTubers, Gabby Show, fucking Lance Stewart, Jake and Logan, King Butch, or whatever his name is, all of them from Vine, who were the most untalented, unfunniest cunts, all went to YouTube. And Logan's even got his own fucking YouTube Red series too, which is even worse. Awesome.
I was just contacting our fans and stuff in the chat.
Yeah.
But
my brother stuffed up, but at least he got his Disney.
Because Lego Ninja mentioned about his about the "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" episode, the puppets episode. I said I'm looking forward to that too, but I probably won't. They probably won't go too much into the dark humor because you know Cartoon Network censors will probably throw a fit if it goes too far into like a M rating or anything like that. So I said, but it's probably not going to be going too much into the dark humor, unlike Basil Bum 94 is making it out to be for freaking views.
Oh God!
Like why do we need fucking Bizzle Bub? He's a fucking loser.
Got a question, Gency. What are those? Have you seen that fucking video set, Gency? Like, have you seen
2015 called "They Want Their Shitty Jokes Back"?
Oh, when he's on fucking TV and he grabs his little like portable fucking camera and he goes up to the reporter's like, "What are those?" And then the reporter's like, "I don't know why you criticized my shoes."
And now I need to add this in. The reason people like Jake Paul are getting popular, it's not just that YouTube's constantly promoting and putting on the front page.
Kids. Like, it's the mentally retarded kids that need to be put in concentration camps.
No, but there's also another factor. Media not wanting to acknowledge that the mainstream news services on television not wanting to acknowledge, you know, good YouTubers. So they would just promote crap like hairstyle artists.
No, they don't need to be put in concentration camps, sorry. No, they need to...
You hear about some vlogger on bloody Sunrise, you go, I was like, this guy's got millions of hits on YouTube. And then I go up to, when I was in high school, I used to go, oh, have you heard of this person? No, I haven't. So like, where have these views coming from?
Well, you see, YouTube won't promote the actual good content creators.
They won't promote, we all know that. They won't promote Coffee Frank, iDubbbz, all those controversial cunts, all the sick ones.
Because they're just too controversial. They should be that are politically that can be politically motivated and that can, you know, persuade.
Oh god! Like, did you see that 1 when they were talking about like top viral videos and they didn't mention that Filthy Frank?
They gave the credit to someone else for the Harlem Shake.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
I managed to record that whole episode, so if anyone wants to make a video about that in the future, I will do that.
Oi, viewers, if you got any chromosomes, I'll put my phone number in the chat.
But I also saw this recently. They did a story about the last Blockbuster closing down in Sydney, and no joke, they interspliced footage of James Rolfe, Angry Video Game Nerd, and Mike Matei talking about the video store in their video. No commentary, nothing. Just four, I don't know, 10 seconds of the video in their story, and gave them no credit.
They didn't even mention the. Oh.
This was on Sunrise.
Oh my
fucking, God. I don't want to talk about Sunrise, bro. Like, all of them are fucking retarded. Like, even, like, man, I had a mate who did gameplay videos, and he had heaps of his fucking gameplay stolen and put on their show. Fucking.
It's on their website. Like, the story was already bad enough to begin with. They already, like, there's like this awkward laugh at the end that before it cuts back to the presenters that has no reason to be there. There's a freaking Tinchford filter where they play a clip from a piece of audio lifted from Wizard of Oz, which is so fake. Even the Blockbuster, they just used American commercials. They didn't even use any of the Australian Blockbuster ads.
All right. I want to ask a question. You know the Red Pill, that documentary by that anti-feminist chick? You know what they did, right? Fucking Sunrise got her on, and they fucked up, and then they kept trying to make excuses for why they didn't watch the movie. Like, there was one where they were like, oh, yeah, you didn't send us the film. Or, oh, your publicist forgot to send the film. Oh, we didn't get to watch it. Like, they kept making excuses. Like, they even tried to say they couldn't download it on Google Play. And this guy named Bering fucking, like, exposed the crew, and he actually said that you can download it on Google Play. There's no problem. Like, he downloaded it and everything. Oh. Yeah, which really shows their fucking mental capacity on that shit. They really. What is your favorite movie of the year? I know it's not the Emoji Movie. What is your favorite movie of the year?
Well, I haven't seen any new movies this year. It's so bad. I actually don't go to the movies that much. So I can't give you an answer because I haven't.
No, that's anything. Fine.
I haven't got to any movies.
I'll just say. Oh wait, that's not this year. It's all good.
Yeah, well, last few months I haven't got to the movies at all, and I got a gift for an Event Cinemas card, and it ran out. I think a few months back. So I'm like, that's that present wasted.
I'm too lazy to go to cinemas. I just fucking watch Netflix.
And and there was no chance I was going to use it anyway because like for me to go to Event Cinemas, I have to take an hour drive.
Oh jeez. I mainly watch one of my favorite shows on YouTube, Red. Escape the Night by Jelly. Oh god, the show's fucking terrible. Have you ever heard of it? Escape the Night, the one that's been fucking advertised. And one of the videos is called Love Tana Mojo ?
I'm so glad I have ad block. On the question of just briefly, sorry. On the question of favorite movie, I can give you my favorite movie of all time if you want it.
All right, that's fine. That's better.
Back to the Future.
Nice. Up top, my brother. That's a great movie.
That's
a great movie.
Figured I'd mention that.
Yeah. My favorite films of all time are The Artist. This is my favorite live action film. My favorite animated film is Bambi.
Yeah, my favorite movie of all time is this one film. It's called Candy with Heath Ledger, and he and this girlfriend of his play like fucking junkies or whatever. They play like junkies and shit. And it's actually pretty good. Please, if anyone gets the that movie, please check it out. It's amazing. Heath Ledger he just does a great performance as a junkie.
There's this one movie I like. It's called Mr. Bug Goes to Town.
Oh yeah, you talked about that. Yeah, isn't it like didn't that film get lost too for many years?
No, kind of. They re-released the film under different titles, Hoppity and Goes to Town and Bugville, and those prints are available because they had NTA re-releasing those prints, but the original cut with the Paramount logo all intact was cut out from those future TV airings. So the only available print was at the UCMA Film Archive in Los Angeles, one of these art archives, and it was eventually released on TMZ with Jerry Beck introducing the film back in 2012. They played the whole thing digitally restored on there, but that's the only place you can get the original cut of the film because it has not been. They're trying to get a Blu-ray. Thunderbeam Animation, who do some great DVD releases that I love. They digitally restore a lot of classic animation from the golden era of animation. They're trying to get a Blu-ray, a digitally restored Blu-ray release, but they've got some copyright problems with Viacom. But the film it's a great movie. It's from 1941. It's made by the Fleischer brothers. They were like the second biggest animation studio. Betty Boop, Popeye, Superman cartoons.
Yeah, the terribly Superman cartoons. I want to ask a question. Gency and Sam's movies. Have you seen that new "I Hate Everything" video about the emoji?
Oh yes, the freaking emoji movie.
I watched that. I've watched that like 8 times already. I fucking love it when he makes fun of when he mentions James Corbin as the hand emoji. Oh god. That movie is gonna be like The Room. Give it 10 more years, it'll be like either The Room or like Cat in the Hat or get fucking
I think
or Shrek. Yeah, forget me. Yeah.
I think more like the Cat in the Hat. It's just product placements end to end.
But it's going to get memed. Like, have you seen the Cat in the Hat memes?
The Cat in the Hat. Oh no, 1950s photo from World War II, colorized. Is that the one?
Yeah, Nazi 45 Germany, a Nazi finds Anne Frank, based.
Oh no.
Sad thing is, I actually saw that when it came out the cinema.
Yeah, I get tagged in all those all the time. Actually, I wanna ask. I know someone asked me a question last week. Some fucking sick cunt asked me a question. He asked, why did we start the live stream? The original idea of this was gonna be me and this other bloke, but we had a falling out. And hello folks, this is Movie. Yeah, me and Movie D were gonna do this originally, and then he wanted to add Kev, and a lot of things happened, and then I decided to get Gency on board. And I was influenced by one of my favorite podcasts, Hot Wet Soup. Check it out, Leon Lush, Elvis the Alien, and Bionic Pig, and also Baited Podcast with Anything for Views, Andy Milanakis, and everyone's favorite 34-year-old Twitter maniac. I don't want to mention, because I got the shit for mentioning Keemstar in one of the early episodes, one of his fans or the thing is, even though I hate Keemstar, he does make good points, especially about the fucking commentary genre with no fuckers and all that, with stretching out fucking 10-minute content. Sam's movies. Have you heard of the commentary genre? The ones that do the 10-minute fucking content and they stretch it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no fuckers. Yeah, it's fucking bad. Yeah, it's fucking cancer.
But
they stretch out.
Commentary's good, but at the moment it's just oversaturating the market and crushing every other genre in its wake.
The fucking same opinion, man. There's no one with a different opinion.
No,
all of it's the same.
Yeah, but the fact is that the genre is gotten so big now that it's crushed every other genre in its wake and leading for a very narrow-minded market.
Yeah.
Oh god, I've been doing this record series and fucking hell, I haven't even gotten any views for it.
But I'm still passionate about reviews,
Too, I fucking love it. With Chubbs, man, he's a great example of someone who does those, those fucking videos where they do 20 videos on a fucking feminist topic, like BuzzFeed or something like that. Those are the people like Chubbs, fucking iMalex, all those retards who do the fucking BuzzFeed videos. And I fucking hate BuzzFeed. But the thing is, I want to do a video on BuzzFeed, but I'm only going to do one video. I'm not going to fucking do 10 of them. Like Chubb's feed. Yeah, Chubb's feed. Yeah, Quentin reviews. I love when Quentin made the video on Chubb's or whatever, when he kind of criticized Chubb's. And Chubb's commented fat or something in the comments. Like, so, it was so fucking cringe. And then, like, Quentin's fans replied saying, "Why are you self-deprecating, you fat?" Oh, mate, they were wrecking on him in the comments. And Quentin's reviews replied with, "I know you're fat. Stop using self-deprecation, please." Lol. Yeah, Quentin's a fucking legend, man. Like, I've talked to Quentin before on Skype. Like, I met him when he only had like 2,000 subscribers, and he was commenting on a lot of like review videos. And me and him started talking on Skype. Like, we still talk a bit here and there, but we don't talk much like we used to. Yeah. Like, I've talked to Quentin reviews for about 2.5 years. Yeah, 2.5 years, 3 years. Yeah. When he only had like small subs, and he was like, I think he had just done one of his first reviews that kind of went viral.
Yeah.
Like this, yeah. And he's a cool guy. Like, a lot of them are cool. Like, you got to meet some cool people. Like me and Keemstar, even though we have our disagreements, we kind of fight. He is a cool guy. Yeah, and I know one person I don't like. Another person I don't like that kind of helps the commentary community, like Chubbs and all them, is fucking Tommy C, the guy who should have died in the army. As Anything for Views said it. Yeah, Anything for Views. It was like a huge meme on Twitter. Anything for Views said that Tommy C should have died in the should have died in Iraq or something like that. Like, Tommy C, he's a fucking cuck. He makes like 20 fucking videos on Keemstar and Covers, like this up and coming guy in the commentary community who has like a different opinion to shit.
Yeah.
Like, Tommy C, legit, he's not much of a fucking sad cunt. He's made already like fucking Keemstar videos, like exposed videos. Like, Suffering Through Drama, the truth about the Christian Burns drama. Oh god. Jake Paul, suicidal hotline. John Scarce and I love Jake Paul. How Sniper Wolf should have not done. Oh, fuck off, bro. Like, so many of these are terrible. Anything for Views, Tommy to die in the army. Ugh. Like, Tommy C, don't watch his content. He's a dumb cunt. And we got into a bit of beef a couple months ago when he was dick riding fucking like Chubbs and all that. We got into a bit of beef. Fuck the cunt. He's an Italian greaseball, and I fucking hope. I hope that karma does bite him on the nuts. But okay. On the acorn.
I was going to ask Sam's Movies, how did you get into the whole collecting side of videotapes?
Oh my gosh. Just at a young age, I don't do it anymore much. When I was younger, I went to a lot of garage sales, or not a lot of went to a lot of op shops and looked for things like Goosebumps, VHS tapes, and stuff like that. And I always wanted to find the stuff like the Back to the Future special edition box sets, and the Star Wars box sets and the Godfather box sets. And yeah, and I don't really collect much anymore, but I've still got those kinds of things, and like those old VHS trilogy collections of old, famous, well-known series of films. They're not really rare. Yeah. I don't think I have anything that's like super rare of any value, but value.
Speaking of like VHS community, there's this one guy on YouTube that has been like harassing me and Gency for a couple months. His name is Nicholas Sexton, and I actually Nicholas Sexton, Gency, if you want to explain, because I kind of like forgot. I kind of forget a bit.
A while back, Jared was doing some videos that I think mid last year, and what happened was he put a video out starting to attack him, and he was very casual, telling him to stop and everything. I don't think he listened. What happened was he made a call out video and all that, and he just didn't stop, and the drama's still fucking going.
Oh yeah.
And then to pour vinegar on his onto his stream, busted open dick. He decided to go after me just because I upload Fat Cat stuff.
And not just that, but you were defending me too. That's why he went.
I was defending him. That's the reason he attacked me. And also, I said to him, I can't upload Cushion Kids because of copyright reasons. He throws a fucking bit and just says, okay, I'm going to go after this guy. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but I will admit you did exaggerate the situation, Gency, by calling him a fucking idiot in his comments, like, afterwards.
Yeah,
like, after
I went
the whole
onto an old account and just did that because...
Yeah, and you called him a fucking idiot, and because he saw your name, he knew it was you.
Yeah,
That
what
was
happened? Yeah, what happened was a lot of these EDC videos, if you've ever seen them, they always go along roadshow, like they always say roadshow like it's fucking God. It's like it's the like even if it's not a freaking tape, they'll just go raid a show.
Well,
And
one of my favorite examples is Thomas Condon.
Yeah, they'll just go roadshow all the time, but they don't even know that ABC, but even before they would roadshow in '91, they would with festival. And what I thought, you know, like this, and I've seen so many people done it in the past. He did a freaking video, I think, of like a Don Spencer review, and he said it's like too bad it doesn't have the roadshow review in it. I don't know why, and I told him, oh yeah, it's festival. You don't know that you and he took everything out of context, and he just
you don't know festival, you fucking idiot. You should research it. I saw the comment.
Yeah, he did. He took the comment out of context.
You fucking you crushed him. That's why he got angry at you, because you fucking crushed him with that comment.
Yeah, I wasn't like trying to, you know, I was not trying to say like go after him saying he was an idiot. It was the fact that he was saying that he took everything I said out of context and put it in a different context that was completely different from.
Oh, like he does with me, bro. Like he's threatened to sue me like fucking 4 times.
But he wouldn't have the capacity, the brain capacity to do it. So, you know.
Not just that, but he would lose because I have so much like proof. I don't want to mention anymore. I've oversaturated it like wild spartans already. So
anyway, but what I meant, like collecting record tapes, Sam, how did you get started doing that? Did you just record stuff yourself like I did and then moved on from there?
Sort of. This is tapes recorded off TV, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I didn't really record because I was too young to record anything. I mean, I didn't really know. I mean, that something would become nostalgic. I didn't even know what nostalgia meant when I was obviously a young kid. But, you know, my parents recorded a fair few things, and I think I don't really have a lot of them left. I did convert a lot of them to files, so I had some interesting stuff. But, you know, I was going to make a show actually where I review, kind of like David M. Green's VHS review.
I love David M. Green, man. I love his content.
I was going to make something like that. It probably will still get made, where it just, you know, criticizes old commercials and old television and just what were they thinking type, you know, reviews. And it would be like, it wouldn't be like a legitimate like long running series. It'd probably be like 5 to 6 minute videos in like separate seasons of like 10 episodes. And I want to do that though when I get out of school, because, you know, right now I'm stuck.
Yeah, I know. But if
still a student, but you know, I'm 18 and this is the last year, so I'm getting very close.
Yeah, I know it was like the last year of my high school years back in 2014.
Oh God, yes, school.
I'm already fucking rooted with it, like legit. Because I've been trying to do a call out video on this guy named I'm Alex. Yeah, the fucking lizard cunt himself. I've tried to call him out for like 6 months. I've been working on it. Him and like this other person, but I'm not going to name.
I was going to ask, with the record, how I started was I had stuff that I recorded, and I learned at the age of 6 how to record a show. And the first thing I ever recorded was Mixie from the ABC. I don't have much of that left, but I've got a lot of the other stuff that went to air during it, including the Plonksters, Bananas and Jamas. I also have a lot of the educational shows that followed, and 2 of the Mixie segments are left. But that was the first thing I ever recorded. This is when I was living in a place called Burton, which I don't, you know, this was years ago. And
What the fuck's wrong with the stream?
Sorry. Yeah, when I lived in Burton many years ago, I was pretty much, it was like living in the bush. Like there was miles upon miles of paddock, but pretty much from your suburban area. And, you know, and the reception was like, it was a little bit snowy and cully which meant, you know, it wasn't really the sharpest. And, you know, I used to go on like bike rides with my brother, and it was just like living out in like the country, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's very different now. It's all got like shopping complexes there now, but since I've gone back there, but yeah, it's like with when what happened was the first nostalgic stuff I saw that was recorded before I was born was because my parents, when they lived together before they had me and my brother, they lived in a place called Klemzig, and when they were living in this house together, they recorded all these episodes of The Goodies off Channel 10. And with all the commercials, and that was the first time I ever saw. Not only did I enjoy The Goodies, and it shaped my comedy from a young age, but it also introduced me to all these old commercials that were just so hilariously funny. And all these shows. The best thing about it was there was promos for like The Simpsons when it first started.
What about Hey Dad?
No, this is Channel 10 we're talking about. But the commercials that were also on there were the promos that for shows that I'd never heard of, like Colin Carpenter, which since then I have found an episode. And another thing it talked about was just something that you can't find any episodes of online, only the intro. It's called Let's Make a Deal with Vince Ferretti. It lasted for 3 months and then it got cancelled.
Oh.
And it was a game show at 5:30 just before the news. And they, because it did so badly, they replaced it with a revamped version of a Perfect Match called Blind Date.
Yeah.
Oh God. I was gonna, you know, the one thing I want to say is, God, like the commentary community has kind of like, the thing is, what sucks is that movie reviewers are kind of getting like thrown in the dust, sort of, from these commentary channels, like these fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Who do all these like fucking drama videos. Like, I like doing a drama video here and there. I know I'm gonna be fucking hypocritical for saying it, but they just jump on a fucking trending topic. This video will make you hate. Nah, I'm not gonna bother. Nah, Covis is a cool guy. I'm not gonna fucking shit on him. He's cool. This video will make you hate SS Sniper Wolf. Oh jeez, there's so much of this. Like, this video will make you hate KSI. This video will make you hate Jake Paul. This video will make you hate Team 10. Like, this guy has done like fucking 5 of these videos will make you hate. Like, he's a cool guy.
Anything for,
is a cool guy. Anything for views. He's a sick lad though. I fucking like him.
Oh, there was one thing I was going to mention.
You got PewDiePie tattooed on his ass.
I think I might have found the only good thing that James Corbin has ever done.
My name is Nick Compton.
Yeah, I think I might have found his only funny role in any film. Sam's movies. It's called Telstar, the Joe Meek story. He plays Clem Clementine, the session drummer. And I swear to God, all the jokes that he does in that is like something that Anything for Views would do.
So they actually work for his personality.
Yeah. No, the fact that he was like, he had this, they did, I think, this really, really good fart joke. I think it's like, oh, it smells like a rotting trout or something. And there was the other joke, I think, that was in it.
I think Rick and Morty, I think in terms of the fart joke, Rick and Morty made that work really well in the first episode of season 3 with the watch when he goes back, you know, that takes him back. And the guy's trying to, we're still at the Shoney's, and then
yeah, but what happened was there was another great joke in it where they were like riding a stagecoach down the main street, and it's a whole publicity stunt for their band, the Outlaws, and they were going to break into HMB and steal their own record, Swinging Low, and all the other guys left him there and at the record store, and he gets caught by the police. He says what in like all silent movie words, what a cunt.
Oh.
And
yeah, but no, if I want to say something about Nick Compton.
It's very Anything for Views. I just imagine Anything for Views dressing up in a cowboy outfit, going making jokes like that.
Oh, dude. The guy who got PewDiePie tattooed on his ass cheek, yeah, the PewDiePie logo. Nick Compton, he looks like fucking Jimmy from like GTA. I'm not even actually joking. He looks like Jimmy from GTA, Nick Compton. And my
at the moment, another thing I wanted to mention to Sam's movies is I recently just have been saving because I reckon this is going to happen in the future. But did you ever hear of the show Spit It Out with Elliot Spencer?
Yeah, I saw that when I was. That's been around for ages, isn't it? That's the really old one from.
No, it was a show between 2010 and 2011 with Elliot Spencer, where two school teams would come on and they would rearrange letters with big like foam.
I saw that. I saw that. I was in. What year was I in? I was still in primary school when that was on. Still very young. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was probably year 5 and year 6. I used to watch that every now and then. It wasn't that. I didn't find it that interesting. I liked the other one. What was the other one? I can barely remember this. Go Go Stop, I think it was called. I like that one a little bit better. But that was years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you go. Yeah,
well, what happened was they stopped making episodes years ago, since 2011, and they've been replaying it. They dumped it on 7.2. Now it's on 7Flix. And I have the irritating sensation because, this is the last great family Elliot Spencer did. He did Roller Coaster for 5 years before they kicked him off with ABC3. But what happened was, this is his last great show. Do you know where he actually works now?
Where does he work?
Emerald Australia, Shine Australia, at pitching reality shows.
Oh no! Come on,
Elliot Fanart.
He sold out. But what happened was,
that's a shame.
What happened was, this last show he did. I reckon what's going to happen is either this year or next year they're going to pull the repeats off, and like with many shows in the past, because this happened for many years in Australian TV. Whenever a show, they pull the repeats off. But what happened was they made 130 episodes. Only one is on YouTube. And I reckon if the repeats get pulled anytime soon, 129 episodes are going to be missing.
Yeah.
From the internet. So lately they've been showing them on 7Flix. I've been recording trying to record as many episodes as I can. And if an article does turn up on Lost Media Wiki saying, "Oh, we're trying to look for them," I'll say, "Here we are. I've got all of them. I got as many as I got."
Yeah. Oh, I'm really sorry, guys. I only got a few minutes left. If you got any more questions, happy to answer whatever.
I got one question. What is your next video? Like, what is going to be one of your next few videos? Like, you can say one.
Okay, so I filmed a few over the holidays. I got 3 pending at the moment. There's one that I got to edit heavily. I'm trying to get. Is one where it's actually a vlog of me getting a new chair. It's pretty. Oh, it's so.
On the meters.
It's like it's a rarity. But then I got a Have You Seen It that I filmed with. Have you ever seen any of my videos with Bootleg Bill by any chance?
Bootleg Bill. Yeah, you're the one. He's the one you mentioned in the Emoji Movie, and you said you're gonna go see it with him.
I've got to Have You Seen It with him coming out. It's not the Emoji Movie, it's something else. And then I'm going to try and get back on to more Lost Media specials. I was thinking of doing The Day the Clown Cried as a Lost Media special.
I want to see that film so bad.
About the clown who puts the children in the concentration camp.
Yeah, that one.
The movie that should be Jake Paul's fans, to be honest.
Even though the film sounds so bad, the beautiful thing about it, like The New Adventures of Blinky Bill, we'll probably get to see it.
Yeah. No, I actually think when Jerry Lewis, is he still alive, Jerry Lewis?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah. I think he will allow it when he dies, when he's about to die, to be released when he dies. And it'll be, I hope it gets released. It has to get released. I mean, what's his name? Harry Shearer. I know, because this is one I know a bit about. Harry Shearer's seen it, saw it with his wife. Has a copy. I think he still has the copy on VHS, and there's a quote of him saying that he describes it as so drastically wrong, with comedy so wildly misplaced, that you cannot improve on what it already is. I think that's the quote. But oh my gosh, that's just one of those movies.
Let's hope they've already done the French archives got Jerry Lewis's copy. Let's
Oh
hope
no, so yeah,
the French Film Archive bought the film print from Jerry Lewis. Let's hope they've done some restoration processes on it and backed it up from the film, because I don't think it's going to be safe within the next few years. Because by the time Jerry Lewis has died, you know, it's going to be you're going to make sure that the film's backed up, because if it's not backed up, then it's probably going to end up to be a disaster.
well, you see, these days there's so many good. There's such great software to you know, enhance a film and, you know, restore it into something that looks like just this incredible thing. I mean, they've done. I think they restored really well, which is probably something that shouldn't have been restored. Manos, The Hands of Fate, and that was filmed on potato cameras, and they restored it to like this 1080p incredible like film that just looked like anything that was filmed with a camera that they make movies with today. And it's just the things they can do in restoring movies today is amazing.
Yeah, with this film in particular, a lot of people really like restoring them and then putting them on a polyester 35mm film, mainly because it lasts for like 5,000 years after the thing. And that's what a lot of like 35mm nitrate films are being backed up onto. And because, you know, 35mm nitrate, it's not going to be around forever. It's either going to turn to goo, or it's going to flammably combust and burn until it doesn't go out, until it is completely gone.
Yeah.
So, you know,
well,
I was
sorry.
But what was I going to say? It was something along the lines of there's some stuff that I would love to, like, when I start doing reviews, I would love to have a crossover with you on one of these episodes.
I'd love to do it. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like cameos on each. That'd be sick. That'd be great.
Are you pretty good at doing voiceovers? Because I would love to.
Oh, a voiceover, like a special voices for voiceovers?
Yeah, well, because with the show, we take when we do something like Australian television, for example, say if it was Studio 10, we get footage of Studio 10 and we like dub over the voices and just point out how awful it is through the.
Oh, so with an exaggerated voiceover voice, like something like, "This show is just so freaking retarded," or like something.
No, or just like, "Hello, King Cooper, his wife here. Today we're gonna." And Dennis Hopper's over here trying to convince me not to talk about feminism again. Please, for one God's sake, just don't talk about bashing men. Anywho, today we're going to talk about, and here's Jono. Hello, I used to be a respected guy that used to do. Today, I used to be a respected guy that used to do like, yeah. I used to be a respected guy that used to do Simon's House's Wonder Girl, but now I just sell shitty products that will probably break within a few minutes. Oh, it's the app farm where it massages your groin and it fingers you up the butthole.
Look, I'm more than happy to do voiceovers in little cameos for you and Jared. You know, obviously I'm pretty busy. I'm going to be very busy at the end of the year. But you know, I'll definitely be able to fill something in, because you guys are good guys.
Yeah, man, I'm back.
Sounds like.
But
muted.
The other thing was like, yeah, but bloody hell. I think after the stream, I'm probably gonna have to hang up. I'm probably gonna have to end the stream here after we finish, because.
Oh, that's all good. I was about to sign off because I got a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
But
I want to collab. Sam's hit me up. That'd be great. I'd love to do a collab. Like me and Sam, we've still me and Gency, we got like fucking 2 uploaded. Like we collabed on 2 videos.
Yeah. Oh no, collaborations are collaboration.
I uploaded them, like the one when I came to Adelaide, like when I came to South Australia. When I came to South Australia, and I went out with Gency for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I went out with C for the day, basically.
We did Garrett's house. We picked up a lot of stuff then, and also I made him a little gift, which was a mixtape with stuff relating to Keemstar, iDubbbz, and Johnny Rebel.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's an actual audio cassette. I recorded all
The
these songs
story
off YouTube
all about
onto a recordable
Disney Star.
Walkman, and I gave him the
Gotcha.
cassette.
Yep.
Well, look,
Now, story all about how a Disney star took my money for cocaine.
keep going with this, guys, because this is a good podcast. It's actually tons of fun to watch, and obviously, thank you so much for having me on the podcast.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Well, I've loved having you
Yeah.
here because you're so entertaining to talk to, and
And if you want to come back again, definitely.
Definitely.
Have you as a guest again.
I'm very busy with schoolwork right now and school, but I'm pretty sure sometime toward the end of the year after my exams, I'll be able to come back plenty of times. But for sure, I'm more than happy to come back. Exams, though, and sacks I've got coming up, it's just so bad. But definitely be able to fill something in. You guys are great guys, though. Cheers.
But you know how months fly really fast. It's not going to be that long until you'll be finished high school, and
Cannot wait.
Because literally my birthday's next month, so
Well, guys, thank you so much for having me. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Time is slipping away. So yeah, guys, this is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed. Sam's Movies channel will be in the description. Thanks, man, for coming on.
No problem.
Check out Sam's Movies. He's a fucking sick cunt. He's helped us through so much. He's a cool guy. He makes fucking great videos. Yeah. Great reviews, including the Emoji Movie review.
Oh yeah, now I remember what I was going to say. Do you realize when you did the gobbled? I was going to mention one more thing.
Yep.
When you were doing your Gobbledocs video, did you realize that when you said you said Grobbledocs, and you just quoted it, said it word for word out of the Blame It On Joy video?
Yeah.
I first saw the Gobbledocs when I was 11 or 12 on a tape that my nana had, and so I knew how to pronounce it from there. And then when I saw Blame It On Joy's pronunciation, it's like people who say Melbourne.
I did do a video recently. I have collabed with Derv. Derv collabed on my channel. I paid him $5 to do my intro. Yeah, Derv, and he does the intro for one of my videos, and it's do you want to join my free gift card giveaway? It's the intro to the Alex video, call out. And do you want to join my free gift card giveaway?
Well, the video, the upcoming Have You Seen It I'm doing with Bootleg Bill is on Derv, so that's
my God.
And we're in the process of editing that.
We need to get Derv on, man. If I get Derv on, it would be fucking lit. Derv, if you're watching this, please come on, bro. You're a fucking sick legend, man. Do you want to join my free gift card giveaway?
We filmed We filmed the whole 2-minute opening with me parodying Do You Want to Join My Free Gift Card Giveaway? I don't want to give away too much, but he beats me up with a wrench when he comes in with the gift cards and everything. It's actually it's so absurd.
You know, the intro of the I'm Alex video, ironically, is going to be do you want to join my free Shrek plushie giveaway? And it's going to be a bunch of Shrek plushies, and we're going to burn them. Me and
would you like to join my Telecom mobile net giveaway? It's dude, I can't because Telecom doesn't exist. It's Telstra.
Oh, God.
Get your head out of the 90s, man.
Do you want to join my free gift card giveaway? A couple months ago, I did do a video where I was making fun of it, and it was pretty cringy, though. There was a part where one of my mates pretended to grab the Derv doll in the nuts. Oh, it's so cringe. And I ended up throwing it out because I thought it was shit. The only good part was when I was a beggar and my mate came up to me and I said something like, "Do you want to join my free Cat in the Hat giveaway?" And my mate pretends to punch me in the nuts. Yeah, and we never uploaded it because we thought it was fucking terrible.
Do you want to end the stream here?
Yeah, all right. This is pretty much it, guys. Please dab on those haters. This is pretty much it. I'm gonna go. Please make sure to check out Logan Paul. please make sure to check out Jake Paul. This is pretty much it. Pity pie Nazi salute. PewDiePie, Nazi salute, Wall Street Journal, I'm a racist. Goodbye.